Hi everyone, I'm Dana. This is my response to the first lecture, Unit 1. I didn't find a lot of information that was presented to be new or surprising. I felt like a lot of it was pretty relatable, but the thing that I did find surprising was just the lack of resources and text and courses, I guess, in our undergrad that are focused on secondary general music. I graduated from Potsdam and Crane, and, we did a lot of work on elementary general music. We talked about that in MTL. It was really focused on that. We talked about it in our practicum, of course, for elementary general music. But really, my first experience with teaching secondary general music was when I was thrown into teaching it at my current job. Even my student teaching experience really didn't have anything to do with secondary general. So when I was thrown into teaching this 7th grade general music class at my current job, I teach 7th grade general music and 7th through 12th grade bands. I didn't have a lot to go off of. I pretty much took the curriculum that the previous teacher had done, which wasn't great, but it was, it was a start with something. Otherwise I was coming up with everything on the fly, and it was just a very stressful situation. So one of the things that I found kind of comforting from the video is that I'm not the only person that's not doing a lot of improvisation and composition in secondary general music classes. So my students that are in general music are the students that are in band and chorus and basically are in one of the large performing ensembles in the junior high. However, some of them were in band and chorus in elementary school. So some of them do have, they're the school musician at one point in time that was talked about in the lecture. So some of them do have some experience and are decent musicians, but decided that, they didn't like band or chorus for whatever reason, decided not to take it. I have some that were in the elementary general music courses, so they know a little bit. But I also have a lot of students who are brand new to this country. So I have a lot of students that immigrate here from El Salvador, from Honduras, from Mexico, and where they came from, they might not have had like any general music or music education at all. So I have a really wide variety of students, and in some cases it's even just trying to communicate with them because they don't speak any English is really difficult. So I really related to the quote that was on the lecture that said, students cite a lack of relevancy to their musical interests in their courses. I get that in band a lot too. You try to pick music and program music that's going to help them, that they also can relate to, but I have one student who just graduated who every day would be like, yo, Miss Claire, can't we play some like Fetty Wap or something? Because they didn't, they weren't into the classical music. I try to pick music that they'll relate to, especially for a pops concert, but it's hard to try to get them to expand their musical horizons, and for me to expand my musical tastes into what they like. I don't listen to Fetty Wap and some of these artists that they listen to. So it's something that we should, I guess, try to concentrate more on in all of our classes, not just in general music or just in performing ensembles. I think I posted this in the introductory video, but my school in the high school setting only offers 3 music courses. You either take senior band, you take senior chorus, or chamber chorus, like the select chorus, and that's it. And I think that that's something that we really need to fix at my district. I would love to offer some sort of music class, secondary general music class for students who aren't in a performing ensemble. I think it would be really beneficial. I'm not sure why we don't do it. I think right now we just don't have the manpower. We have 2 music teachers for the entire 7th through 12th grades. But I would really love to, from this course, find out some ways that I can start teaching a secondary general music course for students that aren't in performing ensembles, because I think that that would be a really valuable thing for them to do. And I do have, like it was talked about in the lecture, I have students who aren't in band but are amazing guitar players or singers or like beatboxers, and I think it would be really cool to have a class that I could actually do with them where they're not performing classical musicians on, regular band instruments. So, with that, thank you all for watching, and I look forward to hearing your responses and chatting with you some more about this lecture. See ya!